Welcome, Forsyth County students. If you are watching this video, it is most likely because you are interested in grappling with math problems that are more challenging than what you typically experience in your math class, or maybe you're serious about competing at Math Counts, Math League, AMC, and you want to train as efficiently and effectively as possible. If so, then the AOPS ebooks and Alchemist are the perfect solution for you. Now, before we get started, this overview assumes that your account is already set up through a teacher at your school. If you are not able to log in to AOPS via ClassLink at this time, you'll need to contact your math teacher or your math team coach first. Okay, so let's jump into the basics. First, what is an ebook and what is Alchemist? How are they similar? How are they different? And most importantly, how should I use both resources? So the AOPS ebooks are electronic versions of their hard copy textbooks. Each ebook focuses on a different branch of mathematics. We have access to pre-algebra, algebra, geometry, counting and probability, and number theory. If you've used Beast Academy, think of the ebooks as the instructional components like the graphic novels and the videos. You'll want to use the ebooks to develop your skills in deepening your reasoning, and also to learn, study, and understand critical mathematics topics in greater depth. These 5 ebooks cover most of the content you'll see at competitions like Math Counts, AMC, and Math League. Alchemist, on the other hand, is for practicing applying what you've learned about specific topics from the ebooks or from what you already know. The important feature to know about Alchemist is that it adapts to your performance level by providing personalized problems within a specific topic. There are over 13,000 problems with full solutions in the Alchemist Bank. So think of these as those problem sets that you would do in Beast Academy if you're familiar with that platform. So an easy way to conceptualize these tools is that the ebooks are primarily for learning, while Alchemist is primarily for adaptive practice. So how might you go about using these resources? Now, first of all, there is no singular way to do this. So I'll just give you some examples. First, access your AOPS account through ClassLink and click on Bookstore and then My Books. Now, if you do not see My Books, then you need to contact your teacher. Also, you may need to scroll to the bottom of this screen to see your ebooks. Next, click on the link to the first chapter. Before we dive into the content of the ebook, let's learn how to navigate through the chapters. So in Chapter 14, we start with Topic 1, which is counting with addition and subtraction. Most chapters will have several topics. Click the forward button to advance to the next topic, which is the multiplication principle in this case. Topic 3 is casework. Topic 4 is all about counting pairs. And Topic 5 is about probability. Each chapter concludes with a summary, followed by a set of review problems, and concludes with a set of challenge problems. Now, there's a bunch of different ways you can go about learning in the ebooks. I'll start with the most basic. Number 1, you can just choose a chapter that interests you. Let's say counting interests you. You can read through the ebook, and you can look at the first set of problems, and you can solve these. Problem 14.1 for me is easy. There are 16 numbers in the list. Problem 14.2, I've learned how to do this. 27 minus 8, there are 19 numbers in this list. I can jump to the solution to see if I'm correct. 19 numbers in the list. Now, let's say I scroll down and I see problem 14.7. Paul had 27 pet cats. 14 of them are short-haired, 11 of them are kittens. 5 of them are long-haired adult cats, not kittens. How many of them are short-haired kittens? Let's say I say the answer is 17. I jump to the solution, and I can see a detailed method for solving the problem with algebra. And I realize my answer was wrong. The answer is actually 3. One of the greatest assets in the ebook are the videos that are at point of use done by Richard Russick. So now I can watch this video on Venn diagrams with 2 categories to see a video to learn more about how to solve this type of problem. Now you could go straight to the exercises. All of these exercises will review the content learned in this topic. You can try those and then move on to the next topic, okay, which is topic 2. You can go through the book in this fashion. Or you might decide, hey, I think I learned a lot about counting in Beast Academy as well as my experience in competition math. So I'm actually going to go to the back of the chapter and go straight to the review questions. And I'm going to start solving these review questions until I begin to get some of these wrong. And if I get several of these wrong, well, then that tells me I need to go back to review the topics in greater depth. You also don't want to leave the chapter without doing the challenge problems. Many of these, of course, will come from competitions like AMC 8 and MOMS and Math Counts, and you'll see that right here. Now, the other thing you should do before concluding a chapter is when you see the Alchemist link here, it will not always be here, but when you do see that, click on it, and it will take you directly to Alchemist problems that are aligned to this topic. Notice the focus is Venn diagrams, and I can begin answering these adaptive questions. Now, the goal is to move this progress from red, which is introductory, all the way to green, which is proficient. And if you really want to go the extra mile, you should try to get your progress bar to blue, which is the mastery level. Those will be the hardest, most challenging problems, indicative of the problems you'll see at Math League, Math Counts, AMC, etc. So I'll try this first problem. There are 20 cars in my building's parking lot. All of the cars are red or white. Also, all of the cars are either 2-door or 4-door. 12 of them are red, 15 of them are 4-door, and 4 of them are 2-door and white. How many of the cars are 4-door and red? Okay, so there's 20 cars, 12 are red. That must mean that 8 are white. They also tell us that 4 of the cars are 2-door and white, so the other 4 white cars must be 4-door, which means if there's 15 4-door cars, 4 plus 11 is 15, so there must be 11 4-door red cars. I'm going to try that answer right now. Awesome. I'm going to read over the solution to see if there was a better way I could have solved this. Oh, nice. And they're showing me how to use algebra if I define the unknown as x. Cool. I can rate the problem if I want. This is not necessary. If I want to read more because I struggled with it, I can go directly to the reading in pre-algebra, or I can look at the video that is aligned with this problem. Now I just go on to my next problem, and I see now that my progress bar has changed to orange. I'm getting into more intermediate content. At any time, you can manually change your focus by clicking Change Focus, and I can see where I've made Mastery, which is blue, Proficiency, which is green, and topics I haven't started, which are red. I can also leave pre-algebra and work on problem sets in algebra, number theory, counting and probability, geometry, intermediate algebra, and pre-calculus if I want to. So that does it for the basics as to how the AOPS eBooks and Alchemist can be used. In the next video, we'll look at how your teacher can view reports on your progress in both the eBooks, problem sets, and Alchemist.